Wishing you a good day, everyone, from Technical Cloud Knowledge, and here is Shikha from Technical Cloud Knowledge. So, basically, today I'm back with another lecture on Linux, and this one is the lecture number 23 of our Linux series. Basically, our focus on today will be on the Linux find command, and we will going to cover this command from a beginner level to an advanced level in more depth way. So for that, you need to make sure that you watch my video until the very end in order to avoid missing any important detail regarding find command. So now we need to move with the lecture first, then we will do the further discussion. So let's first understand what is find command and what do we mean by that word called find. Primarily, if I talk about the find word, it means to search for something. In Linux, what happens, it allows a user to find a specific file on their local storage. If they want to find a specific file which is present in their local storage, they will use the find command. Okay, but it wasn't allowed before. There was no such kind of features available in Linux, but now it is available. So if I talk about in short word, basically the Linux find command help us to find for a or to search a particular file within a directory. We can search a particular file under a directory. The find command help us to specify to find a particular file by using its file name, extension, modification, date and time, size, and even you can search with the user ownership and the user. So for that we use a find command, and there are various options and we can say the functions allotted under the find command so that we can search a file. Okay. Let me tell you one more thing that is important. By just defining the attributes or the arguments, you can search a specific file and filter your output. So that's how we use the find command. I think you get an idea why do we use find command? To search for a particular file within a directory. And we can even use some options with find command. So let's first understand what is the syntax of find command. So if I talk about the syntax of find command, first we need to execute find. After that we need to use the location. We need to define location, or should I say path. After that you need to use the expression, or we can say option. You need to use the option, whatever the option you would like to start with, and then your argument, whatever the file you want to find. So this is the basic syntax of find command. Find, after that you need to define the path, after that you need to use option if you want to use, and then the argument, whatever you want to find. Okay. So basically today we are going to cover all these things, all these topics under the find command. First we will going to cover how we can search a file with name, extension. Then we will going to cover how to search a file with size, extension. Then search a file with type, extension. Type extension is that like something, if I want to search only for a file, I will use a type option. If I want to only search for a directory, I will use a type option. So this refers to the type extension. And then we will use the search for a file with permission extension, then with user extension. After that we will create our own folder, and there we will execute the find command. After that we will also cover some of, like, we will use some advanced level of find command, like we will copy the file in a specific directory by creating on directory, and then we will remove a file and a directory under a directory, and like all these things which we are going to cover I have mentioned on my screen. So let's first start with the first point, search a file with name extension. So for that you need to open the VMware workstation. Okay, and here first let's run our print working directory and then ls command. So right now all these data has been available in on my current path. First, I want to search a file by its name extension. I want to search a file which has the name called Shikha. Let's check. As we can see right now in the content, it is not available. So first, let's create a file called Shikha. Okay. Now the file has been created. Now I want to search that file. And I want to search that file on my current path. That's why I'm here referring for dot option. After that you need to define the option which is hyphen name, because we are searching by name, and then the name of the file. So as you can see, what does the output we get? We are getting the output that the file has been located on our current path. If I want to change the path, you can even change the path. If you want to check under the etc directory, you need to define here this. If you want to check it under the temp directory, you can define it here. Okay, so right now I'm here defining the path /. I want to check this file called Shikha under /. Now, basically what happens whenever you see the content, whenever you search a thing or whenever you search a file under /, it will take some time. So as we can see, first content which we get under the root directory, Shikha file is coming, and under the war, school mail, and then the home directory. So that's how it is being showing in front of us. So that's how we'll get the output. Suppose if I want to search a file called password, let's see this as well. So it will take some time. So as you can see, we get the output. So that's how we use the find command by its syntax. Now if I want to check other thing, like if I want to check a file called messages, now here just define the name. So it is showing nothing. That's why we didn't get any output. Okay, so that's how it happens. Basically, I think you are clear with that much, how we can find or search a file by its name extension. We can do that as well. Suppose what happens if I want such kind of content where only at the word pass, where only the word pass come at the last. So I want to search a file where this word called pass is coming at the last. So when I run this, and here we need to define the word, after that you need to, before that word you need to use a star. So that's why it will provide you the output where does this word come at the last. As we can see, pass is coming at the last of this content, and then there are as well, and then there, as we can see in the whole content of this output. Okay, so that's how we get the output. Now if I want to check such kind of content where password is coming anywhere between, in the middle of the content, in middle of the file of anywhere, just provide me that word wherever it is coming, even in the middle, even at the last, even at the starting, wherever. So here you need to use double star, and under these stars you need to define that word. So as we can see, now we are getting whole content. As we can see, password is coming at the starting, here at the end, and if you check it from the above, you will able to get to know. Okay, so wherever the password is coming, in the middle, in the starting, or in the end. So that's how we use the options. Okay, so I think you are clear with that much. Now we have done with that name extension. So this is the name extension. We can search a file by its name extension. Now let's move with the another thing, which is another option. If we want to search a file with size extension, how we can do so? So basically, if we are searching with a file extension, size extension, we need to use the option here, size, instead of name. And I want such kind of file which has 10 MB, exactly, which is under 10 MB. So here you need to define 10 M. Okay, now you will get the output. So all the output which we are getting is under 10 MB. We can check it as well by using the option called du-sh. So let's use this du. Here you need to write du -sh, and whatever the, like, I want to check this file size. So you need to copy this file name, and after that you need to paste it here. And when you do so, you will able to get the output. So as we can see, it is under 9.5 MB, which is almost 10 MB. So that's how we'll do so. Okay, that's how we will check. Now if I want such kind of file which is more than 10 MB, so how we can do so? Here we need to use the flag called size, and here we need to define plus 10 MB. For more we use plus. Okay, so now the content which you will get, it will be more than 10 MB. We can check it as well, as I have already shared with you that how we can check. Let's control this, break this output, because it will be take a bit longer time. So that's why we are breaking here by using Control+C. Now let's check it as well. Suppose if I want to check the file, this file content, like how much number, number of size this file has. What is the size of this file? Here we need to, first we need to copy this file, and then here we need to paste it. So as we can see, it is showing 0, which is, wait, du-sh. Let's do the another. Let's see this one. Copy and then paste it here. So as we can get 11 MB, which is more than 10 MB. That's how we will get the output. If we want less than 10 MB, we need to do the same thing. Just here we need to define minus instead of plus. For less we are using minus. And now the output which you will get is less than 10 MB. Now let's check it as well. Du-sh and then copy this content and paste it here. So now as we can see, it is showing 0. We can check it from the above as well. As you can see, that much output we will get in one go just. Let's again run this. Now we can check it from here by just copy this du-sh and then paste it here. So it is showing 0, which is less than 10 MB. So that's how we will check the content size. Okay, the file of the content size. Now let's clear it first, all these things. Now I think we are clear with that much, how we can search a file by its name extension as well as how we can search a file by its size extension. We can even do check it like if I want such kind of file content which is more than 10 MB but less than 20 MB. So for that we need to define first find command, then the path. After that we need to use the option called size, and I want such kind of content which is more than 10 MB but less than 20 MB. So here you need to use this as well, hyphen size and then hyphen 20 MB, right M. So the content which we will get is more than 10 MB but less than 20 MB. So that's how we'll able to get the content. Now let's check it as well, du-sh and then copy this. And here just paste it. So now we will able to get the content under 16 MB. So that's how we'll able to get this. Now I think we are clear with that too much things and the too much options. Now let's move with the third one. So third one is that search a file with type extension. How we can search a file with type extension? Suppose right now we are just getting output including both of them, which is files as well as folders, but I just need the file. I want to need that the file extension only. Suppose if I want find me that kind of file which is under 10 MB. So here we need to define the type, which is F. Right here size, and I want such kind of content which is under 10 MB. Here write type as well because I want only files. So here write type F for files and D for directory. Now you will able to get the output which is for file only. Okay. If you want for the directory, here you just need to define D instead of F. So it is showing nothing because for the directory there is no content is available under 10 MB. So that's how we'll able to get the output. Now let's move with the another thing as well. Now we do have another thing, search a file with permission extension. If we want to search a file, along with that there are permissions. How we can search it? To this we need to use the option find, and then I want to check it under / and then here you need to use the option -perm. Basically -perm is referring here for permission. It is the short form of permission. After that we all know, if you do remember, basically we haven't covered yet permission management, permission topics. So we will cover it in further lecture. Just you need to learn that much. You need to just understand till that. What is permission? Basically in the Linux we need to define such permission. We need to give some permission for the files or the directories. So here there is one permission called 000. Okay, so here we are finding such kind of content which is under 000 permission, which has fully 000 permission. So here you need to use this option and the extension, as well as I want that kind of file which has 000 permission. I just want the files. Now it will provide you such kind of files which has only 000 permission. You can even check it by just run this ls-l and that the file name. Just copy it here and then paste it here. So as we get, so hold this permission refers to 000. Okay, so that's how we'll able to get the permission. If you want to check for the other, there is another permission called 777. So here we will going to write 777. Now I want to check it for the directory. So here write D. Now you will able to get the content for the directory only. So as it is showing nothing, so let's write it here F, which is for files only. Basically find command mostly work on the files if you are searching for a file, so that's why it is not working for the directory much. Right now it is showing nothing. Let's only run this permission. So as we able to get all these permission, okay, for the 777. Let's break it there. You can even check it ls-l and then copy the name of the file or the argument and then paste it here. So as we get, basically under the proc has some like for the security reason it doesn't allow anyone to access, so that's why it is showing ls cannot access proc. We can go with the another thing as well. We can do it for the another. If the proc are only available, then it will not allow the access. As proc has some security reasons, so that's why it doesn't provide. Okay, so let's break it here as we able to get the content. Okay, now we can check it from that as well. Let's copy this one, let's copy. Okay, copy it and let's paste it here. So this is the permission for this file or the content. Okay, so that's how we'll able to get the permission. There is another permission and which is 755. Okay, so write it here 755. We will able to get the content for this permission. Now you can even check it as well. Do the same thing, ls-l and then copy this content and then paste it here. Now the permission you will get which is for 755. Okay, so that's how we'll able to check the permission of that specific content too. Now I think you are clear with that much. Basically in advanced there are some advanced permission too. If you were when we will discuss the permission topic, we will able to know regarding this advanced permission too. But right now just understand I'm just going to continue with the two advanced permission, which is SUID and SGID. So let's take it as well. Suppose if I want to check SUID permission, which is an advanced table, so for that we have the same syntax, define the path, and here you need to write perm. Just here you need to define that permission, which is U equal to S, basically SUID. For the advanced permission SUID, we need to use such kind of syntax. Okay, when you run this, you will able to get this output. Okay, so all these are referring for the SUID permission. Now let's break this and let's do the other operation. If we want to check for the SGID permission, just remove G, just remove U and here write G. Now you will able to get the output for SGID permission. So this is the advanced permission under Linux. So that's how we're also able to find it or search it by using find command. Okay, now I think you are clear with that much. Let's move with the other thing. So we are clear with the permission extension too. Now we are moving with the search a file with user extension. Suppose I want to search a file for the specific user called root. How we can do so? So here we need to use the option called user. Use find, then the path, and then here you need to use option user and whatever the username you want to find for. So all these are referring for the root user. Basically all the content are created by root user. Now if you want to check for the, suppose for the specific user called Shikha, so for that here you need to use Shikha instead of root. Now the content you will get is for has been for Shikha user. So the first content which we get, basically proc for the security reason it will not provide us the output. So all these are content which is available in front of us. All these are referred for the Shikha user. If you want to check for the group ownership, you can even check it here. Here you just need to write, instead of user here you need to write group. So it will refer for the group ownership. Which one the user has a group ownership. Okay. So this is much for Shikha user, and if you want to check for the ownership for the root user, here you need to write root. Okay, so all these are referring for the root group ownership. Now I think you are clear with that much. Let's move with another thing. So we are clear with that much with till user. Now we are going to create our own file and then we are going to perform the tasks. Okay, then we are going to execute the find command. So let's first create our own file. Basically, let me tell you that there are three permissions more, which is for readable, writable, and the executable. Let's understand these three as well. Then we will create our own file. So for that, if you want to check readable permission, the first one is that you can check it like that as well. Just define here readable. So by mistake I have written the wrong spelling. So the output you will get is for readable permission. If you want for the writable, here you need to define the expression or the operation writable. So the output you will get for the writable permission, and if you want to check for the executable, here you need to use executable. So that's how you will able to get the permission for writable, readable as well as for executable. Basically there are other options as well for that. If you want to check for the readable, writable and executable permissions, so the syntax with along with find command is that here you need to define find, path and the permission. Now here you need to use a equal to r. Basically r is referring for the readable permission. When you do use this, you will get the same output. So you can run both way. You can use that in both ways if you want to check for the readable permission. And if you for the writable, here just define w instead of r. All these are referring for the writable. And if you want to check for the executable, here write x. Okay. So that's how we'll able to get the output with the specific permission for the readable, writable and the executable. Now let's clear it. And now let's move with the other thing. Suppose I'm creating my own file and then I'm on folder, and then we will going to execute find command. So let's create our own folder called Sharma. Okay, so we have created this folder. Now let's come to this folder. Then let's check the content. So right now there is no content is available. So let's create some file as well as some folder. I'm creating 10 files under this folder called Shikha Sharma. And I'm also creating 5 folders as well. Name ABCD. Okay, so let's check the content. So as we can see, 9 files are showing in front of us as well as 5 folders. Okay, now what we will going to do? Now let's come back. Now we are going to check. We are going to search files, whatever the files available under Sharma directory I want to check. So for that the syntax is like that, find and the path Sharma. After that you need to use option. I want to check files. So hyphen type F. So all these are files under Sharma directory. Now if you want to check for the folders, here you just need to define D instead of F. So all the things which we are getting for the folder. Okay, so that's how we'll do so. Now I think you are clear with that much. Okay. So basically what happens? Till now we are just using the find command. We are just executing this command but just in a beginner level. So now we are moving it a bit more advanced format. So let's do it with the advanced level as well. So how does the Linux administrator use this command, find command? So let's do this as well so that you will get an idea how we can use it in a better level or in an advanced level. Suppose, as we can see, I have created a directory called Sharma. Okay, now the content which is available under this directory, all are these things, 9 files as well as 5 folders. Suppose if I want to copy these files under a specific folder, or I want to copy this folder under a specific folder, how we can do so? So for that we need to first create 2 folders, one for the files as well as one for the directories. So let's create a folder called AWS, okay, and a folder called Linux. So we have created 2 folders. Okay, now we are going to copy all the files, whatever the files content available under Sharma directory. I want to copy all the files under AWS directory. So we are just redirecting it. Okay, so for that the command is like that, and you need to be very careful right now in this point because this part is very important. So be careful. Okay, so for that first we will going to use find. First we will going to find whatever the files are under Sharma directory. Then we will copy it under AWS directory. Type F. I'm going to finding files under Sharma directory. Then we are executing, which means we are executing another command which is copy command. And what we are doing, we are copying files under AWS directory. And then you need to use this. Okay, so as we can see, all the directory has been redirected to AWS. All the files has been redirected to AWS directory. We can do check it as well by just coming at there. Now let's run the ls command. Now as we can see, all the files has been copied at AWS directory. So that's how we'll copy the path, and that's how we'll copy the files. Okay, now if I want to search all the files under AWS directory, we can do the same thing. Find, give the path, hyphen type and F. So as we can see, so that's how we'll do so, and that's how we use the find command. Now if I want to copy all the directory, whatever the directories are coming under Sharma directory, I want to copy that directories under Linux directory. So for that the option would be same. You need to use find. After that, just define the path from where you are finding the directories G. And then I want to execute another command which is copy rbf under Linux directory. Okay, and then close it. So as we can see, all the directories has been, as well as the files has also been saved under the Linux. We can see that all the directories, basically all the directories has been saved under, copied under Linux directory. We can check it as well by just coming under Linux directory. Do ls, as you can see. Okay, so that's how we'll copy the directories. Now I think you are clear with that much. Let's come to our main directory, as you can see. Okay, so first let's clear the screen. Now I think you are clear with that much. So both are refer for the advanced level. Now if we want to search an empty file, like such kind of file which is blank, all blank, which does not contain any files as well as any folder. So for that, we need to use an option called find path and the empty. So it will provide us whole, whatever kind of files and directories which is empty, it will provide us the output for same. Okay, so that's how we'll able to get the output which is empty. Now if I want to only check for the file, I want such kind of file which is empty. So here we are writing hyphen type F. So all these are referring for the empty files. If you want to check for the directories, just write here D. So all these are referring for the empty directories. Okay, now I think you are clear with that much as well. Basically, that much is clear with all to you all, I think. Now, if we want to delete files which we have yet copied under AWS directory, I want to delete all the files which is under AWS directory. So I want to delete all that file. So for that, we need to use the option called find the path AWS and then hyphen type F. Now I want to execute another command which is rm hyphen F. Rf, because I want to delete it. So here we are using rm hyphen Rf and just delete them. So when you check, when you do come under AWS, now you will not able to get all the content. Now let's check. So the content has been deleted. The files has been deleted. So that's how we'll remove the files under a specific directory. If we want to delete directories under that directory, which is Linux directory, we have created some directories. As we all know, we have copied the directories under Linux directory. Let's come there as well. So now I want to remove all these directories from the Linux directory. So basically most of the people do the same thing. They do the mistake. They just use the same syntax. Like, let me tell you. They use the same syntax. Here they just write the whatever the directory they want to delete. Okay, whatever the content they want to delete under a directory, and they just run this syntax. The path they have written Linux and the directory they want to delete the directory under Linux folder. So most of the people do the or use the same syntax for the find command, but it is not the correct, because when you do run this syntax, it will also delete your folder too. As we can see, the Linux folder is also deleted, but I just want to delete the content under Linux. So that's how it happens. So you need to be very careful while using the find command for the deleted option. Here you need to use the option star as well, because I want to delete under content, under the whatever the content available under folder. So I want to delete that content, not the folder too. So that's how it happens. So for that you need to use the option another thing. As we can see now, the Linux folder has been deleted, so it will not give us any output. So as you can see, no such file or directory. So for that we can move with the folder which we have yet created, Sharma. As we can see here, the content we will get. So as we can see here are the file folders are available. So now we will delete these folders. So for that you need to run the command find the path Sharma hyphen type D, because I want to delete directory, and here you need to use option star as well, because I want to delete the content under folder, that under folder, that's why we are using star. And then I'm executing another command which is rm hyphen Rf and then close this and this. So that's how we delete a directory under a specific directory. When you do check by coming under this directory, you will able to get to know how we will remove the directories under a specified directory. Let's do the ls command. So as we can see, the directory has been removed. Okay, so I think you are clear with that much. Now let's move with the another thing. So we have done that much, and now we will going to change permission. How we can change a permission of a specific content or a file? So for that we need to use the syntax for the find command. first let's check what kind of the content have the 000 permission. Let's run this as we are able to get all these content which is available for 000 permission. Now we are going to change the permission for this file, etc shadow. Okay, so how we can do so? So for that we need to use this syntax. Right here permission 000, and after that you need to define the name as well. Whatever the file, whatever the permission you want to change for a file, you need to define the name of that file as well. So let's copy it from there, and then here you need to paste it. Just paste it. Okay, remove this etc directory because we don't want that. So just write the name of that content, and after that what we need to use, here we are using exec because we are executing another command which is chmod command. Basically for permission we use chmod. When you learn regarding the permission, you will able to get to know why are we using chmod. Just right now till understand why here we are using chmod for changing the file permission. So after that I want to change it to 777. I want to change shadow permission which is 000. I want to change it to 777 permission, and then just close it. Wait. Now let's check the permission of shadow. Okay, so right now we didn't get 000 permission. This refers to 777. If you want to do 000, you can even do the same. You can check it like that as well. Hyphen permission 777. It will also provide you the same thing. Okay. Wait till etc shadow. We will wait. Wait. I think it has been came up. That much content is available. It has been came or not? Let's again run this. By mistaken I have think that it has came, but it's not came yet. So let's again run this. Okay. So we need to check a lot. Basically we need to check a lot, but it has been changed as we can see here as well. Okay, by using ls-l, we can again change it by just doing the same thing. Here we are just changing the permissions. Instead of 000 write 777, and instead of 777 write 000. So now it will change the permission. So now when you check it, it will show you blank. So that's it is referred to 000 permission. So I think you will get an idea that before it has been changed to 777 when you do check it. So as we can see, it is blank. So now it has been changed to 000. So that's how we will change the permission. Okay, now I think we are clear with that much as well. So right now we are left with two options. How we can check access, modification and changing time of a specific file. For that we need to use this. Basically I have open my server yet, so maybe it will not provide me the specific content for the modification time if we want to check for 2 days ago. But let me tell you the content so that you will able to get to know. Okay, so after that, find, and then you need to write whatever the path, and then m time and the days. If you want to check, I want to check for 10 days ago, so you need to run this. So right now the content is not available for that, that's why it is not showing for me. For the access time, you need to do the same, just write here instead of ma. And for the changing time, you need to define c instead of a. Okay, so that's how we able to check access, modification and changing time. Just try to understand what is the syntax of this. Right now when you open your server yet, you will not able to find the content, but after some few days, when you do things like when you do modification or changing on your server, you will able to get the output. Okay, suppose if you want to delete an empty file, we can do that as well. So for that, you just need to use this. Actually, I forgot to tell you this regarding. So for that, you need to use this. And if you want to delete whole, write execute rm hyphen ref, and then so when you run this, all the empty folder as well as the files will delete. If you want to delete the files, here you need to define the type as well, hyphen type f. And if you want to delete directory, here you need to write d. But I want to delete everything, so I'm here just using this. So now everything has been deleted. Okay, so that's how we'll delete. Now I think you are clear with that much. And the last thing which is left to regarding under find command, which is that suppose if you want to search a file with hidden, if you want to search a hidden file, how would you search it? For that, we need to use option find path. After that, you need to define name and then dot star closes. So all these are hidden files. As we can see, before the name of the content, dot is showing, so all these are referred for hidden file. So that's how we'll do. So now I think you are clear with find command. And basically this is the find command, and I hope you like this video, and I hope it is helpful for you for your near future. And if you want to know more updates on Linux and more lectures on Linux, so for that you need to keep updated and connected with technical cloud knowledge as well as with Shikha. So that's it for today, and thanks for watching.